Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jesse from ANSMedia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I haven't been on the last few weeks for different reasons. Yeah, so I'm back, and today I wanted to show you what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, which is basically a carrier. This is the HMS Queen Elizabeth carrier. And I have done a conversion for Catapult assisted takeoff, so CATOBAR. So let's just hop and do a quick walk around. I'm here on the back, so I'll show you everything. What is going on here? What can be done on this carrier and all its features. So on the back we have Merlin helicopter. Oh wait, let me switch off the drone focusing. Okay, yeah, so we can see it better. So we have standing here a Merlin helicopter with some crew. Obviously there is not much to see here yet. It's only 3 people, but I'm working on adding more of them. So if we go back, we can have a view of the whole carrier. So this is the Queen Elizabeth with arresting wires and 2 catapults. There's actually a buddy of mine on the carrier now. I don't know why he's showing up as a tornado. Yeah, so here we have 1 catapult here in the back. There is no jet blast deflector yet, and the back catapult doesn't have a crew yet. We have the landing optical system, the Fresnel lens optical system. Then in the front, well, the ramp is still there, obviously. In the front we have another catapult with animated crew, which they will be doing operations later on. I'll be showing actually what they do. There is only 2 people for now. I'm in the process of adding more of them. And here is the view from the front. As you can see, there is also escort ships. In the back, we have 2 Type 23 frigates, a supply ship. I'll be zooming on it closer, and there is a submarine also in the back. In the front, we have 2 Type 45 cruisers, missile cruisers. So let's continue our orbit around this. Here on the position behind the front tower, we have a folded Merlin, and my drone camera just reset. Here we have an E2, which is also a model which is included in the download. So this is not a dependency. This is included in the library, which is in the download. Yeah, and here we are back on the aft part of the ship. So we can go have a look closer at the escort ships. This is actually, the escort ships are from Seafront currently. It's a free library which you can download from the Microsoft Marketplace. And there is an animated Merlin at the back, when I just noticed that there is something wrong with the positioning. Oh, I wanted to fix that. Oh, and I clicked the wrong button again. Okay, so let's go to the back. There is a supply ship, which is also in the package. Supply ship here. This is just like a quick work in progress. I will be adding some animations to it, but this is just a quickly added model. And why do I keep clicking on this button? I need to disable this keybind. Yeah, of course, all of the ships are landable. So on each of the platforms you can land. There are colliders everywhere. Let's move to the front. Increase the travel speed of the drone a little bit. So we have here another type 45 with another Merlin. This one doesn't have spinning rotors. It's just sitting here and waiting for deployment. And there is another type 45 without anything on the back, so you can land on it. So going back to the carrier, this time I want to use the repositioning. We have 2 working lifts, one in the back, one in the front. Currently they are controlled via TouchingCloud's carrier controls panel. I am still working on my own panel, toolbar panel. So let's go to the carrier controls and let's activate lift position B is the back one. There is a little bit of twitchiness, but this is unfortunately a limitation of MSFS. Can't really do anything about it. At least not at this stage. Let's do, can I do a pushback so that I can move it to the back a little bit? For some reason my joystick doesn't want to work. So, okay, now maybe my joystick will work. Yeah, now it's working. Okay. So that's, yeah. This is also the quick pushback is also in the in TouchingCloud's carrier controls. Obviously, at some point, I'll be adding my own toolbar. Okay, so we are back in the carrier tab. Let's open the doors. Currently are tied to the JBDs, as we don't have any JBDs at the moment. And let's disable. Can we disable? Okay, disable the parking brakes, and we can actually enable the pushback. Yeah, because my plane isn't turned on again at the moment. So we can taxi into the hangar. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's not possible to close or to raise the elevators while you are in the hangar. So this is like a limitation which is there, which I'll be working on to remove, obviously. So let's open the forward gate. There is nothing in the hangar yet. Have to wait a little bit for the lift to come down. This is everything still a work in progress. So while the lift is going up, we can have a look at some other things which are on the carrier. Camera. Let's detach the camera from the from the plane. Okay, so in the back tower, we have a fully crewed and equipped control room. So there is people working here, talking, and yeah, actually that's me in the front working on in Blender on the carrier. There is people sitting here, consoles, people standing watching around. There's still animations are still work in progress, so they are subject to change. Radar screens. In the back, there is also a radar screen. System failure. Okay. Now, here we have another person talking on the phone. Oh, and I think the lift is back up, so I can, the lift is down, so I can taxi onto the lift now. I have to turn on the, because I turned off. Oh, the quick pushback is Okay. Yeah, so not much to see inside the hangar. Let's taxi onto the elevator and go back up. Stop. Almost fell down. Lift A goes back up. Yeah, and unfortunately this twitchiness is nothing which I can fix at the moment, but I'll be obviously investigating. So in the meantime, let's turn the plane on. And while it is going up, we can have a look into other areas of the ship. There is a bridge here. It's not done yet. Just quickly slapped together some consoles so it doesn't look empty. Also no people here yet. Some displays around. Here is one person standing, saluting actually. And the main bridge. There is no people here yet. Also some consoles, some controls. This is still work in progress. There's also a bridge down here. With all the windows are transparent. There's a few texture glitches here and there, which I will have to fix, but this is all being worked on. Okay, yeah, and one thing which I forgot, if you look up, where is it? Here, we have a Merlin, which at the moment is just the same model as the static Merlins, but this one will have the crow's nest radar. Where is it? Here. It's just making a circle at the moment. At 150 meters. I know realistically it should be at some 10,000 feet, but then it will not be visible. So I decided that I'll keep it at such an altitude for it to be visible. Okay, let's hop into the plane. Actually, I have the wrong plane for this. I need to open the dev mode. Sorry, I just realized I have the wrong plane for this. Okay. Let's take an F-18. Let's take this one. F-18E by TouchingCloud. Okay. And let's hop into the cockpit here. And let's check out the catapult. So we are in the cockpit. Let me put my keyboard away. We're in the cockpit. Our flaps are at half. Gear lever is down. Parking brakes are off. There is a guy waving there. The catapults work out of the box with TouchingCloud's F-18. Like you don't need to press anything. The guy is a little twitchy. Doesn't really like us to. Okay, and stop. So now we put the launch bar down. On other planes, you have to activate the catapults and arrestors. Well, not on all of them. On our website, on our dev website, on the wiki, there is a list which planes we have tested. On some planes it works without anything. Some planes you have to activate here the catapult and the launch bar, and also the fake tailhook. But on TouchingCloud's F-18, it works completely without anything. Okay, so we accelerate, full throttle. Catapult is active. And we are off. And we can actually throttle down already because we will be not making a full circle. Open the tail hook. I'm quite a bit slow here. Turn. And let's try to actually catch a wire now. Trim it a little bit to have a correct AOA. I'm not really good at this. I managed to catch a wire, but not always the one which I want to. So don't take me as there are definitely guys who can do it a lot better. Okay, I think we can start the turn into yeah, wrong direction. And we are it wasn't really a good turn. Okay, we can turn into the groove now. Ah, too fast. Too fast on the turn. A little bit to the left. This one should be good. The alignment of the floats is still not 100%, so it might show you a misalignment, even though, yeah, but I'm not good, not perfectly aligned anywhere. So, okay, 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 and we caught a cable. Actually, cable number 2. This is the first time I managed to catch cable number 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you can see it is working. For the F-35, it's also working. The F-14 is also working. I haven't tested the T-45. Okay, so let's jump into the 35B and do a quick run on the escort ships. Oh yeah, the cable is not hasn't retracted because I didn't. Yeah, the cable retracts when you disable your tail hook. But now I didn't disable my tail hook, so the cable stayed in place. Okay. Yeah, so let's just hop off. Oh, parking brake off. And why can't I? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's here, keybind issues. there is the Merlin circling. Okay, let's slow down. Yeah, so currently we have 12 locations, 11 static and 1 moving. The moving one is also it's only a landmark location currently, unfortunately. I'm still working on how to make it spawnable. It's landable, but not spawnable. Sorry, the sound was just off. It's landable, but not spawnable, unfortunately. Okay, so I normally do this. Okay, and we have landed on the T-45. So now we can lift off again and go for the supply ship. Let's see, where is the Merlin? Here's the Merlin. This is still everything a work in progress, so there is a lot of things to tweak, like the Merlin's motion is not really smooth as I would like. There is some twitchiness which is caused by the engine, by the MSFS engine, which I wasn't able to eliminate. Oh, we wanted to see the yeah, but there is nothing much to see about the submarine. It's just Seafront's Virginia class model. It's also a project to change. Yeah, so basically, because basically the T-45s, as I said, the Type 23s and the Virginia class, these are from Seafront. This is my model. The supply ship is from me. So I still want to replace all of the ships with my own models. Oh, let's land on this. And we are down. Yeah, so let's go back to the carrier now. No, we are Joker fuel, so let's go back to the carrier now. Let's do it in a normal rolling landing. Or not a normal rolling landing, but I actually like to do the rolling landings. A little bit too high for that. Let's see if I can get down to a proper. Okay. And I am okay. I did something weird at power. Okay. Rolling landing. Yeah. Oh, and one thing which I really need to show. For that, let's turn off the. Let's turn off the engine because we need external view for that. This is another function which is at the moment controlled by the by TouchingCloud's carrier panel. But first of all, let's switch to night mode. And this is how it looks in the night. Let's do another orbit. All the helipads or all the landing pads are marked. The ramp is marked. Everything is lit up. So it's visible from quite a distance for landing. Also, the control tower is lit. The forward bridges are lit as well, but there is nothing to see in them yet. And the runway lights. The runway lights, these are, at the moment, they are configured, by default, they are configured for an angled approach. So if you would like to approach on an F-18 or anything which is using tail hooks. So see, these are visible from quite far away. So there is no problem in aligning properly with the carrier. And another feature, which is controlled by the helipads button, is the straight runway for approaching in an F-35B for a rolling landing, for instance. And the last thing which I would like to cover, or actually I will tell you about it, you can read everything in the documentation. I'll put the links, I'll post this video to YouTube, and I'll put the links to the to the demo version, to the SIMMARKET version, and to the documentation, which is the ILS system. This one has 3 ILS beacons. One is for the angled runway with a glide slope. One is for the straight-in approach directly. And there is another ILS beacon, which is actually putting you somewhere here. So it's supposed to be for the, like a guidance for the hover-in approach. So the idea would be that the ILS would guide you to this spot. And from here, you would be going like this and hovering in and landing on the ship. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you like what you are seeing. Let me still switch to daylight. I hope you like it. I hope you download it. As I said, the demo version is on flightsim.to. The SIMMARKET version, which has the difference between those two versions. This is what I think. What I'll show. What I'll say shortly. The FSTO version will have only 4 locations currently. Or will have only 4 locations, and there will be no accessible hangar. On SIMMARKET, we currently have 12 locations already, and the hangar is accessible and will be completely modeled, and I hope will be spawnable. Also, we have 1 moving location, which is not spawnable yet, but landable. And yeah, and this is actually the state of the project, which took me the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get to this point. So, hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.